Pittsburgh is quickly becoming known as a green city in terms of being environmentally friendly. But this time of year, it's hard not to notice that it's green in other ways, with all the flowers and trees and all their spring glory. It may surprise you, though, that Allegheny County is actually its tree canopy. A local organization is pitching in to change that. Here with some of the details is Danielle Crumrine, the executive director of Tree Pittsburgh. Good morning.
Hi.
That is kind of surprising. I look forward to the spring when suddenly Mount Washington, the side, the hill, turns from like brown and gray to this lush green, but it's going away a little bit.
Yeah, so we recently conducted an analysis between 2010 and 2015, and what we found is that the county lost 11,000 acres of tree canopy, and the city lost 1,000 acres just within the city limits.
Unbelievable. And why is that?
So it's a number of reasons. You know, local news has covered it time and time again. The emerald ash borer, which is a pest that is eating all of the ash trees. There's other pests and diseases that are impacting our forests as well. And of course, development boom. Right. And then there's just, you know, the resident who they have a big old tree in their yard and they feel that it's time for it to be removed. So residential removal as well.
And so your mission is to try and change that.
Yeah, so since 2006, we've been working to protect and grow what we call our urban forest. And we engage with the public to plant, care for, educate the public, and advocate for trees.
Well, and I love this because a big push to doing that is having this new education center. Will you tell us more about it?
Yeah, so we're very excited. We have 5 acres of land on the Allegheny River in Lawrenceville, and 3 acres of the land is our tree nursery. And the whole idea is to be able to build it so large that we can be growing 100,000 trees at any given time.
Wow.
And then the other 2 acres will be our education center, our offices, a workshop, and an outdoor classroom.
So what do you plan to do in the education center?
So all of the programs that we currently run, typically we're in schools and in community centers and things like that, which we'll continue to do, but now we get to host our own events. So we'll have a number of events. What's really exciting is that we get to use the river as a classroom, and we get to use the nursery as a classroom. So for example, this summer we're going to pilot a middle school summer camp, a week-long event that will be free for middle school students.
Very cool. And this probably will not come as a surprise to many people, but the building itself is LEED Platinum certified.
That's right. So that is what we're shooting for. And also, even more exciting is that we're shooting for net zero energy certified.
Wow.
So meaning we will actually produce more energy than what we are using.
That's great. And so you guys are holding a party to kind of celebrate the opening of this new building.
Yeah, so this Friday we're having a Summer Solstice Party, one day after the actual solstice, from 5 to 9 p.m. with music and food and all kinds of good stuff, including tours of the building and the nursery. And
it's a fundraiser of sorts as well?
It is, and there's only 50 tickets left. I have to keep it a little small since we're still in construction mode, but yes, it is. It's an effort to raise money to help us plant more trees.
And so what can people be doing in their own neighborhoods to increase the number of trees?
Yeah, there's a number of things, starting from planting a tree in their own yard, taking one of our classes so that they could understand and learn how to care for trees and how to properly plant them, and also be an advocate. Help to start a shade tree commission in their municipality, contact their elected officials. I think mostly elected officials get complaints about trees. It's lifting their sidewalk or it's messy. So we need to let our policymakers know that we love trees too. They need to hear the good stuff.
This is what we were just talking about in the break here, about the sidewalks lifting and the power lines cutting some of the branches into quite ugly shapes of trees.
Right, right.
So in your education classes, can people learn about what trees are best to plant? If you do have a sidewalk, you want to replace a tree or plant one yourself near a sidewalk or in your backyard? Absolutely.
So our flagship program is the Tree Tender program, and we teach residents everything from tree biology, how to choose a tree, how to plant a tree, tree identification. Really, it's the 101 of tree planting and tree care.
I know, being in the city, one of the things I've heard, and I don't know if it's true, is that if you plant a tree too close to the water line, the roots are going to find the water line, and so having a smaller backyard in the city is something that I've always thought about.
Yeah, it's really important to choose your tree carefully and understand what potential conflicts there could be.
Well, learn the details and then you can choose and hopefully help in your effort. Okay, well, thank you so much, and thanks for joining us to help support Tree Pittsburgh. You can check out their Summer Solstice Party. As we mentioned, it's this Friday, June 22nd from 5 to 9. All the proceeds support tree planting efforts in Allegheny County. For more details, you can visit kdka.com/PTL. We're going to have a link posted for you there.